Welcome, everyone. Welcome to October, and welcome to another episode where I'm going to talk about conversations, and specifically uncomfortable conversations. I talked the other day about those awkward, uncomfortable conversations and why we can shy away from those. And really, it's about the outcome of the conversation that matters. It's not necessarily the discomfort piece of it. And so today I'm going to dive a little bit more into the discomfort part of these conversations, these career building conversations, and really why uncomfortable conversations, as long as the outcome is a positive outcome, it's an empowering outcome, why these conversations are the gateway to you upgrading your technical career, why they're the gateway that open up a world of possibility that was not available to you before, why they're the gateway to upgrading your team, your careers, your paychecks, and your lives. Because so many people shy away from uncomfortable conversations in the first place. Like, they won't even have them. And some people during those conversations are like, oh, it's feeling a little bit uncomfortable here. How about we stop? How about we take a break? Oh, I gotta go. Right? This is, we don't need to talk about this. Let's just change the subject. And so let me give you a couple of examples so that we're on the same page here when I'm referring to uncomfortable conversations. So this is specifically within the context of upgrading your technical career. If you boil it down, how you upgrade your career, it's a series of conversations. And the more of those conversations that are empowering and uncomfortable, the greater chance that those conversations are going to help you move forward and upgrade your career, upgrade your paychecks, be the best leader you could possibly be, and create a massive amount of impact and abundance. And so what I would encourage you to do is, as I am sharing some of these examples, is think about, we've all had uncomfortable conversations with regards to our careers. So career-related uncomfortable conversations. You could even expand it even more to leadership-related uncomfortable conversations. So those conversations that happen in the course of your work. I encourage you to think about, when is the last time that you've had one of these uncomfortable conversations, and what was the context of it? How did you feel? What was the outcome? But let me give you a couple of examples in case you need something to kind of jog your memory or follow me a little bit more. So one example when it relates to career upgrading or leadership of what can very often be an uncomfortable conversation, because it's a high stakes conversation and because it involves money. Money is a trigger for fear and doubt and uncertainty for so many people, and discomfort for so many people. One of the uncomfortable, but yet you can turn into an empowering conversation that a lot of you have already had around your career is the negotiation conversation. So you're on the job market and you've gotten an offer, and it's time to negotiate the details of that offer, including the money, the salary, the benefits. That can be uncomfortable for a lot of people. And these negotiation conversations also happen, by the way, if you're looking for something internal, like an internal promotion, where it's, okay, yes, your boss decides, or the senior leaders decide together, yes, we're gonna give you this promotion. You've absolutely earned it. You've shown that you're absolutely capable of it. You're already doing most of it anyway. So we're gonna be giving you this promotion, and here are the details. And you work out the details. And by the way, you can negotiate those details just like if you were on the job market, negotiating the terms, the bonus, this new salary, the the requirements of the job, what rewards, what perks, what resources you have available to you. So those are negotiation conversations, which can often be very uncomfortable. And here's another great example of where some people just shy away from it completely. Where it's, we've talked to tons of people, oh, I don't negotiate, it's too uncomfortable. I just, whatever they give me, whatever they offer, I just say, yeah, sure. Fine, great, I'll take it. Because there's this sense of, oh, I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to, well, what if I come back and then they renege the offer? Or, oh gosh, I don't want to come off as someone who doesn't know how to negotiate, or whatever that fear, that discomfort, that doubt might be. And what's really interesting is these conversations become a window to our own psychology, to our own beliefs and attitudes. It's a window to our soul around money in this particular case. That if you're feeling uncomfortable, fearful, doubtful, angry, sad, whatever it is, whenever you're thinking about having a conversation around money, then that's a window to your beliefs around money. And so that's why for a lot of people, because so many people have disempowering, negative beliefs around money, that as soon as we start to have a conversation or even think about having a conversation that involves money, game over, I'm not going to do it. I'll just take it. Whatever, you're offering me 150K, great, let's do it. When can I start? Or during that, you might try to have the conversation, or you're like, yeah, bring it, game on, I'm a great negotiator. But yet it's still like, it's uncomfortable for you, and you offer something and they're like, no, I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. That's okay. I'll just take what you took. I don't want to make this uncomfortable. So that's one example of uncomfortable what could be an empowering outcome, if done right and well. So here's the thing. When negotiation is done well and when it's done effectively, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit of discomfort. That's the thing. A lot of people think that, like, because you're feeling uncomfortable during a conversation, that means you're doing it wrong. No, that doesn't mean you're necessarily doing it wrong. You may be, but then you take a look at your strategy, and is this the best strategy, and you can dial that in. But even when you're doing it 100% well and 100% effectively, there's still going to be that level of wow, this is new, this is exciting, discomfort. And you get the outcome that you're looking for, which in this case would be the raise, the promotion, the benefits that you're asking for. So discomfort does not mean that you're doing it wrong. It could simply mean, I'm excited. I want to do this. I'm really committed to this. Just like fear of public speaking, right? Talk to people who have been doing public speaking for years and years and years, myself included. I still get a little nervous. There's a little bit of the butterflies before I talk in front of a group, even though I know, like, I so got this and I've up-leveled the skill. It's a little bit of the nerves, right? So that's all that it could mean. But it really does take a level of self-awareness, and often someone else, like a coach or a mentor outside of the situation, to help you kind of tease apart this discomfort that I'm feeling, this resistance that I'm feeling. Is it simply just like the normal course of, this is what happens when I'm having a high stakes conversation, this is normal, this is great, just breathe through it, versus, like, is it showing you some disempowering beliefs? Is it showing you that you're approaching the conversation in an effective way? And often we can't see that ourselves. Same thing as when you go to the gym and you have a coach working with you at the gym, right? So am I feeling what I'm feeling? Is this normal and healthy and great and I breathe through it? Or am what I'm feeling, is this an indication that I need to back off and change my strategy? Because if you imagine, like, doing, for anyone, so let's say doing a round of 50 air squats, squat up and down 50 times. For anyone, even the most conditioned athletes in the world, there is going to be some discomfort. There's going to be some burning in the legs. There's going to be some, sort of breathing through it, and you're gonna have to catch your breath a few times. You're gonna have to do that, right? And so that's normal to feel a little bit uncomfortable when you're doing something that's hard, like 50 air squats, like negotiating a raise. The coach is there to tell you, yeah, that's normal. That's great. How are you feeling? Explain to me what's going on here. No, that's great. Keep going, breathe through it. I'll give you a few little tweaks to make it a little bit more comfortable, but that's exactly what you need to be doing. Versus, oh, what do you feel? Oh yeah, hang on a second. Yeah, your low back is really way too curved there. You're not coming all the way down. You need to make sure your knees are spread apart. Let's spread your feet apart a little bit. Oh yeah, that kind of pain, that we need to change it. Same thing with negotiation. Same thing with other uncomfortable conversations as well. We often can't see that ourselves. So that's one example of an uncomfortable conversation. Another uncomfortable conversation that we often have to have that's in the context of leadership is firing someone. How many times have you had a conversation with a fellow tech leader that basically went, either was you saying this or them saying it, yeah, I had to fire someone and it was hard. And really, I wish I did it sooner. It should have happened sooner. It happens over and over and over again, where we know in our heart that it's time to let somebody go. We've given them 5, 10, 15, 20 plus chances to show us that they can be a valuable member of the team, but yet they fail over and over and over again. But yet we shy away from firing them, from letting them go, because it's uncomfortable. But yet after we do it, there's often this release of, yeah, that's exactly what needed to happen. It's what's best for the company. It's what's best for them. We shy away from even doing it in the first place. So here's another example of, even when you do it well and 100% effectively, it's going to be uncomfortable. And it's about learning how to work through that discomfort and knowing the difference between this is normal discomfort because this is a hard conversation versus you're totally screwing it up and you're not doing it effectively. So those are some examples. So think about the last time you've had one of these conversations and where it led. And here's the thing. Here's why having these conversations and continuing to have these conversations on a daily basis, because it can be smaller things too. The examples that I gave are like bigger examples, salary negotiation, firing someone. But even if it's a conversation where you want to tell your boss, like, I don't think the way that we're approaching this project is going to get us where we want to go. Like voicing your opinion, telling truth to power. That can be uncomfortable. And so many people shy away from that. So it could be small things like that. Sometimes people are uncomfortable giving praise, right? Giving praise to your team. Wow, great job, Susie. Great job, Bob. I don't know why Susie and Bob are in my mind right now. I've never even known a Susie and a Bob. But anyway, giving praise can be uncomfortable for some of you, right? Giving positive feedback, receiving positive feedback can be uncomfortable for some of you. Somebody tells you, hey, great job, Jen. I love the way that you showed up. You've been instrumental in helping us do this. Yeah, whatever. Can we just talk about this one? Versus, what would be more impactful? What would be more powerful? Thank you. I so appreciate that. Thank you. In receiving it. But yet we shy away from it because it makes us uncomfortable, because we don't want to, blow our egos up, God forbid our egos explode, that kind of thing. So there's these small examples too. The thing is, these conversations, from the small to the big, and there's really no small because they're all big. They're all impactful. They all stack up to helping us make an impact and get recognition for that impact and upgrade our careers. These conversations, these uncomfortable conversations, are the gateway to up-leveling your career as a technical manager, because discomfort gives birth to transformation. I'm going to say that again. Discomfort gives birth to transformation. You cannot create transformation in your life, in your career, at work without discomfort. It just doesn't work that way. Just like you can't give birth to a child without there being a little bit of discomfort. On the other side of that discomfort is transformation. But transformation cannot happen if you are not doing something that makes you a little scared, that makes you a little, that brings up the doubt a little bit. You cannot have transformation if you don't at least feel a little bit like, oh, this is new, this is different, I'm not sure, I'm a little scared, I'm a little bit frustrated that I can't get it right. I'm excited, but there's also like this, I don't want to get it wrong. Whatever discomfort feels like for you, you can't create that change in your life, that transformation without that. Because what's the definition of transformation, which is really just a level of high level change, a high level breakthrough to the next level. What's the definition of change and transformation? It's creating an outcome that's different and better than what we've already had in our lives. It's different and it's better. Are you going to get something, create something in your life, in your career, with your teams, in your leadership? Are you going to create something different and better if you keep doing things the same way that you've been doing them? No. Follow the same path, get the same results. So if you want to keep getting the same results, then that's great. Follow the same path. Just keep tweaking it. That's fine. But if you want to break through to that next level, you got to do something different. And doing something different means stretching the boundaries of your comfort zone and feeling a little bit uncomfortable. That's the way that it works. These uncomfortable, empowering conversations are the gateway to creating transformation in your career and in your life. So, if you're ready to have one of the most empowering, uncomfortable conversations that you've ever had in your career, because it's time for you to break through, and you've tried everything and it's not working. You've read the blog articles, you've watched the YouTube videos, you've read every leadership book that is existent on the planet, and even some ones that aren't even out yet. If you've been talking with people on Slack and Quora and other online groups, and talking with some of your well-meaning techie friends, and they're trying to guide you to get to that next level in your career, and all of this is just not working, it's time to try something different. And it's time to book a call with us, because we are the masters at having uncomfortable, empowering, career-building conversations. We create that space for transformation. So go ahead and book a call with us, thepeoplestack.com/book. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what conversations have you been having? What have the outcomes of those conversations been? Have you talked to your boss about wanting that raise? Are you on the job market? How many interviews have you had? What progress have you made, if any? And we're going to take a look at where you want to go. And we're going to map out a plan so that you can continually upgrade those conversations that you're having to make sure that you are embracing the discomfort and doing it in an effective way. And we're going to make sure that we include in that plan a way to make sure that we're showing you your blind spots, because you can't see them because you're too in your head. We're going to show you what your blind spots are so that you can continually upgrade those conversations. We're going to map out that plan for you, and we're going to share all of the details so you can make a decision about whether you want to implement that plan on your own or whether you want our expert guidance to implement that plan. So really, what these conversations are about really breaking through what you need to do. And it all comes down to a series of conversations. Well, what you need to do, the conversations that you need to have so that you can finally upgrade your tech career and not settle for mediocre anymore. So go ahead and book a call with us today, thepeoplestack.com/book. Just go to the calendar, find a time that works for you, click on the buttons, put it in your calendar, and we really look forward to talking with you. The message of the day is, if you are not having uncomfortable conversations, if you shy away from them, then that's exactly why you're stuck in your career. And it's time to not shy away from anymore. And it's time to figure out how to move through the discomfort and to make sure that those uncomfortable conversations are also empowering conversations as well. So that's it for the day, folks. Thank you for your attention, and we'll talk to you again really, really soon.